Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to connect to GCP account from a VSCode or Visual Studio Code. So there are several reasons why you want to do this. One of it is just the ease of programmatically interacting with your Google Cloud services from command line or terminal, or basically, programmatically. You can write a program to interact with some of your GCP services. But in today's video, I just want to show you how you can connect your account to VS Studio Code and run some of the gcloud commands. So if you're not familiar with VS Studio Code, what it really is it's an editor that Microsoft created, and it's very popular among programmers, software engineers, data engineers. If you write code, it's a great code editor that you can use. So I'm just going to show you how you can connect your account to the editor. And for the purposes of this video, I will assume that you already have it downloaded. But if you do not have it, you can easily download it. You just go to Google and type VSCode download. And this page will pop up, and you can choose which operating system you have. For me, I have Windows, so I have downloaded for Windows. If you have any of these other ones, just follow the download procedures, and you should be able to have it installed. So I'm not going to install it, but once you have it installed, and now you want to connect to your GCP account, how do you do that? So I'm going to walk you quickly through that process. So I have here my accounts open. If you don't have an account with GCP, you can go ahead and create one. They give you free credit for about a year, but for me, I already have it created, so I'm not going to create that as well. So I'm just going straight to VSCode and show you how that is done. So just start for VSCode and open it. So I have it open here. So I'm going to now show you how to connect to your account. So the command that lets you interact with Google Cloud Platform account is it's called gcloud. It's a gcloud command, just like Google Cloud. So it's gcloud command. I think AWS, they have AWS. So GCP or Google, they have a gcloud for you as a command for you to interact with their platform. So if I type here, for example, gcloud and say version, just to see if it's installed, if gcloud is installed in my environment, let's see what happens. So if I do that, you can see here that it is complaining that it's not recognized, and this is because I currently don't have it installed. So how do you install it? How do you go ahead and have this set up in your environment so that you can be able to interact with your cloud, with your GCP account? So let me clear that. If you're in VSCode, the way to do that is through extensions. So there is if you click here, this is the extension tab, and there are hundreds of extensions that are available in VSCode. So the extension that will let you to interact with your GCP account is called Cloud Code. So Cloud Code is basically a SDK that GCP provides, and it is available in VSCode. So if you install that one, that will let you to be able to interact with your account. So I'm going to install that. So just click install. It will take a few minutes. Sometimes it's pretty fast. Yep, that was pretty fast. So that one is installing, and immediately you see down here that it is showing the progress. So Cloud Code has been enabled, and it is configuring the SDK now. So once that is done, you will be able to run the gcloud. You may have to restart it, but let's see if it will let us to run this command. So let's say gcloud version. Yeah, so you see right now it is still not showing up. So you may have to exit VS Code and come back. So let's do that. So I will restart it, and once we reopen it, hopefully we should be able to run those commands. So every time once you have this enabled, it will take a few minutes to have this one set up. So let's just let it complete, and yeah, so that one is done now. So let's run that command again, gcloud fashion, see if it's recognized now. Okay, that is a good sign. There we go. So you can see that it is running now, and it comes with other utilities like gsutil. This will let you, for example, interact with the buckets. kubectl, I believe this is for Kubernetes, and a number of others, and this is the SDK itself. So, and this is the gcloud, I believe, utility function that that runs the gcloud itself. So this is the function. So see, now that is now already installed, and this was made possible by this extension, the Cloud Code extension. So now you should be able to interact and run gcloud commands to interact with your account. So if you see here also, you will see here there is a project here, and by default my account was recognized. But if you click here, it will show you the projects that you have available in your account. So currently I have 2 of them. Take note that if you don't see this screen, you may have to click here, and it will ask you to, it will pop up some screen basically. So let me click that and see what happens. So it will lead you to this screen, and then here you can click your account that you want to enable, and then allow SDK. Once you do that, you should be in there. So here you can just come here and then press any key to exit. So yep. So if you don't see this screen at the beginning, you may have to do that to enable your account to appear here. So you see currently now I had before, it's the same thing, but you see before I had two projects. I think one of it was from previous, but I deleted it. So once I did the refresh, that project was removed. So currently I only have one project available, and we can also see the same in the browser. So if you go here, this is where you can see the list of your projects. So if you click here, these are the projects that are currently available for me. I only have one. So which is the same thing that we see here as well. It's just one. So yeah, I mean that is just how you do it. And now you can go ahead and play with gcloud. So gcloud command. So for example, if you want to list the projects available in your environment or in your account, so you can say gcloud projects and list. So that will give you the list of projects. Yeah, so for example, right there, I have the project that I was just showing you, just one project. So yeah, I mean, from there you can run almost all, any kind of gcloud commands that you have or that you may want to run. gsutil commands as well. So for example, we can list packets available in our packets. So you can say gsutil ls, and that will be able to show us the packets that I have in my Google Cloud Storage currently. So those are the packets that I have, and you can go in there and see what's available. So basically, this is just one way of programmatically interacting with GCP services. So through the console or through the command line. So I will do one thing before I end this video. I will just show you how to create an instance through gcloud command, basically through the command line, not through the browser, because there are 2 ways you can do that. You can do it through the browser or through the gcloud command. So I'm going to show you how to do that using the gcloud command. So let's go ahead and do that. So let me see if I can find the commands for that to run that. So 1 second. So let me, yeah, I was just trying to find out some of those commands. There's a list of, there's a whole list of gcloud commands, and I'm going to link the, I'm going to put a link in the description for you to check. But yeah, like I mentioned, let's go ahead and create a VM instance from the command line. So using the gcloud command. So to do that, you can do gcloud compute instances and create. So this is the command itself. So gcloud compute instances create, and then you put a name for your instance. So for me, I'm going to say demo instance. So before we do this, let's go back to our browser and see if we have any VMs available right now. So let's do that. I'm here in my project. Let's go to compute engine. And if we go to our instances available, right now I don't have any. So this is empty. So what we want to see now is when we execute this gcloud command, we should be able to see that instance created. So there are some other parameters that I can pass here, but let me see just with this what happens. So I'm going to create that and see what happens. So yeah, so it gives me this list. So these are the list of songs available to you. So basically it's asking you where you want to create, because like which region or location you want to create the VM instances in. So we have like Asia, Australia, Europe. So for me, I'm in North America. So let's see, it's asking, yeah, there are a lot of them. There are about 112. So it's saying, yeah, enter list to symbol. So I'll do that. And down here now, I can see the locations in US. So I'm going to pick this one, US East 1P, for example. Do we have that? Yeah. So let's do that. Please enter value between, oh, sorry, I have to enter the value itself. So for this, US East 1P is 89. Yeah, 89. So let's do 89. And you don't have to do this. If you already know the region beforehand, you can pass it in the command itself. So you can pass that one of the parameters. So you don't have to go through these prompts. So yeah, that one ran successfully, and we have it created. So we have this instance now created, demo instance, and it is N standard one. So I think this is the default one if you don't specify it. So again, like I mentioned, you can specify those parameters in your gcloud command so that you can decide which machine type. Basically, the size. Which size do you want to be created? You may want small one or big ones, and which region, which image you want to create. So this one is created for me, this instance. So let's see. Let's go and see that one in the browser. So it's empty again. So if we refresh it, we should be able to see that. So okay, yep. So it's been created. This is that one. This is that instance created in US East 1P, just like we specified in that prompt. So if you click in here, you should be able to see some of the properties for this instance. So we didn't specify the image, we didn't specify any of that. So it created for us. This is what it picked for us. So we at least we specified the region. So it picked that one up, and then the name. So there are a lot of other parameters, like for example, all of these properties here. If you already know by hand, or I mean beforehand, you can decide to put them. You pass them in the command when you're creating it, so that when it creates it, it decides, okay, now I'm going to create this type of VM machine, and I think that is probably the best way to do it, so that you know which type of virtual machine you want. which image and all of that. So that's how you do it. And if you want to delete it, you can also use the same gcloud command. So let's do that. Let's delete this instance. So say gcloud compute instances delete, and then I think the name for that one was demo instance. So you put a name, you pass the name that of the instance that you want to delete. If you do not do that, I believe it's going to delete all the instances in your account, the VM instances. So I don't think you want to do that. This is a very delicate command. You have to be careful passing it. So let's do that. For me, that was just a demo, so just spinning it up because I don't want GCP to charge me. So here it's giving you warning to confirm if you want to delete it. It's a good feature. Otherwise, you will just go ahead and delete all the VMs in your environment. So this is good. So here you can confirm. So for me, I'm going to confirm it and then execute it. So hopefully this should execute well and clean up that environment. So basically saying here that this disk is going to be removed. So this is an irreversible process. So you have to make sure that this is what you intend to do. So for me, yeah, I was just showing it for demo purposes. I'm not intending to use that VM machine, so I don't need it. So I'm going to delete it. So as it's going, let's see if it's going to be showing here. We might see some what's going on here. So it's spinning here. So showing, yep, if you on for here, it's showing this instance is being stopped. So it will stop it and delete it, remove it. So basically, you will not be charged once this instance has been removed. So it looks like it's deleted over here. If you refresh here, yep, so it's gone. So that virtual environment we created using gcloud has been deleted. So yeah, I mean, that is how you do it, guys. Let me just show you one more thing. If you have like several projects, you can decide down here. You can choose from here which project you want to switch to. If you click here, for example, it's going to list some of the projects up here. So for example, let's create a project. I mean, let's see. I don't know what that one is going to do. If you create a project now, so yeah, let's just create this project with this default name. I'm going to delete it anyway, but let's do that. So it's saying here you have 19. Sorry, yeah, it was showing there that you have up to 19 projects that you can create per account. So I think that's the limit. But yeah, so that one has been created, and if you refresh it here, I believe we should be able to see 2 years. So that one popped up. So that's the one we created. And now, if you want to switch over to that one, then you can click it. So you see how we did there? Click here. It will pop up here, and then you choose. So that's going to be now your default project. So if you run accounts, so if you, for example, if you create a VM machine, it's going to be created under this project. You can also use gcloud command. I think the command for that is gcloud config. First of all, let's just list it. Let's list the project. So gcloud projects, and then list. So that will list the project in your environment. And yeah, so these are the 2 projects that we currently have. And if you want to set the default project to be any of these, you can also do so using gcloud. I think it's config set project and then the project ID, like that. So if you do that, then yeah, so it will upgrade your default project, and now we are using this project. So whenever you create services, it's going to be under this project, and that is the project that you will be built on. Now let's say we want to delete one of these projects through gcloud as well. You know, all of this we're just using the command line commands. So let's do that. So I think the command for deleting is gcloud project. It could be, I think it is, let's see, gcloud. I think it's project. I don't know. Let's say project delete and the project name. So let's say I want to delete it. Okay. Sorry, I mistyped that. So it's gcloud. Okay. All right. Oh, oops. It is project. Never mind. Okay. It's smart enough to tell us which command it is. So it is gcloud project delete. Right there. See that? Yeah. So if you execute that, that should be able to delete our project now. So again, it is giving us confirmation to confirm. So I'm going to confirm that. And yeah, so that has been deleted. So we can confirm by listing gcloud, by checking our list again. gcloud project list. Alright, so we only have one now. Yeah, so that executed properly and that account has been deleted. So yeah, I mean you can run you can use these gcloud commands to basically interact with anything. You can set roles, you can switch accounts, you can do all of these things from your command line. So as you can see, this is pretty easy to interact with the services in your account instead of going through the browser and clicking around. So once you also know this, you can use some of these commands in your program. You can write for example, Python code to do some of these things, to spin up a cluster, to create a packet, to upload objects to a packet, using a Python and some of these commands. So basically, this is just one way that you can interact with your gcloud or GCP services through the command line. So yeah, I mean that is what I just wanted to show you guys. I was struggling with it the other day, so I thought maybe somebody else may be able to benefit from this. So I thought to create this quick video. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up button. Just like the videos. That is one way for me to know if you're liking them, and that's going to encourage me to keep making more. So please subscribe and let me know in the comment section what you think of these videos. I can improve them in future. I can cover other topics, so let me know if there's any topic that you want me to cover, and then I will go ahead and make that video. So please, thank you so much for watching, and have a good time, guys. Thank you.